The content is so great. Experience you get is really priceless.
This is an absolutely life-changing experience.
It just all clicked for me one day, and from that day forward, I am the new me.
I can't even think of a word big enough to put towards my growth.
You need this to teach yourself how to be the greatest version of you.
I'm ready to have a magical journey, one that I create, one that I continually point my bus towards, one that I get to say where we go.
I have, a lot more tools that I know now how to use in better places and use on myself. I was able to grow just phenomenally and learning so much about me and being able to heal some pain I had and yet learn how to be a leader in myself and know my true power in the universe today.
Instead of avoiding pain, I'm actually producing pleasure now. And it's magnetic because now I'm attracting that to me.
You can literally create your outcomes and other people's outcomes involved with that. You're not just going through living life, kind of going with the flow, you create. You're powerful enough to create your own flow.
It changed my life because I see that I can be who I want to be. I can transform my life to what I want it to be, and I can see with the tools that I have that can be easily done.
You need this. You need to be able to be able to teach people and to teach yourself how to be the greatest version of you.
I can look at things a little differently now. Understand the person that I'm interacting with and where they're coming from, and maybe even give back to them if the opportunity presents itself.
This is a mandatory process. Everybody should have it. It actually should be taught in universities because this isn't just knowledge to get you to point A to point B. This is actually a way of life. This is actually teaching you as far as living your life to the fullest, to actually be the greatest version of you.
If you really want the things that you say that you want in your life, that this is a great place to come and get it. That this place will put you in situations where you didn't think you had the ability, and you'll come out the other side not only knowing you have the ability, but knowing it at a mastery level.
If you were brought to this place, to this moment, that you're even watching this video, that now is the time for you to transform. And this system will help you do that.
What I'm going to tell you with all my heart and all my soul and all my passion, reality's not real. Everybody thinks what's going on here is real. And you go, well, wait a second, I got bills, I have an employee problem at work, that's real. The tsunami that swept through my life, the economy, that's real. It's not real. It's unreal. What makes reality real is software. So if you think about this little 3-pound, 2.5 pounds, is all it is. Bag, little sack, tiny sack of fat and water and micro amperage of electricity. Would you imagine the marvel of that? It's a 3-pound sack of fat cells and water and electricity. And the thing that happened to you when you were 12, it's just little tiny electrical blips today. And it could have been something awesome happened to you when you're 12, something bad happened to you when you're 12. Something that you're worried is going to happen to you today. It's a function of a hard drive. And the hard drive, just like a computer, has storage, it has RAM, it has processors, it has a physicality to it. But in any computer, beyond the scope and limitations of the hard drive, what's the most important part of the computer? The user. No. Because they're going to use the computer.
Program.
The software, the programs. What programs are you running? Are you running the latest, coolest, state-of-the-art program? You've all been through, most likely, some form of a Management 101 course that says, You know, in the middle of this intersection, bang, there's a big accident. Now there's 4 people standing on each corner of the intersection. And the question is, do they see the truth of this accident? And most people believe that there is a truth. This car stopped, this didn't, this one ran a light. There is a truth. But depending on which corner of the intersection that you're standing on, you are taught in Management 101 or Supervisory Leadership 101, the truth is less important than people's perception of truth. And you're taught to lead and manage people's perception of truth to get them to the truth. But here's what's really interesting about this metaphor. If we were to put all 4 people on the same corner, because in essence, what isn't the metaphor implying? That it's the corner that creates the perception? If we put all 4 people on the same corner, do they now see the truth according to that corner? Or do they still see 4 different perceptual things? And if you have any problem with answering that question, I always like to propose that one's a race car driver, one's got a safe driving record, one has had 7 accidents, and one's a mother against drunk driving, very active, who lost a child. And you know they see it differently. The hard drive's running an operating system that's been installed and built over time, been processed over time, and put together. Standing on that corner as a race car driver, a flawed driver, a perfect driver, you're still going to see different things. The corner never creates the truth. And so what really creates the truth? It's a function of the mental software that you're running. Reality is not real. Reality is a function of the software that processes. That should be one first giant takeaway for you to ponder. Most believe that the mind is this mystery place. You know, what's going on in that mystery place? It's intangible and often just hard to understand, hard to function. And in a crisis, oh my goodness, you know, what people think, what they do, how they behave. It becomes very difficult for most people. And as a consequence, this is important for you as a leader as you look at your leadership models, how you show up at work, at home when you are leading. You believe, many of you believe that this is what's happening. But what if behavior, motivation, people were precisely logical, not irrational, but very precise, very easy to understand, and very rules-based. And in a crisis, then what you find out is they become even more so that you can follow why people do what they do.